Hello friends, welcome to Input Output Campus. So today in this video we'll discuss about the coding question for placement, and this question is important for your on campus, off campus and other competitive coding test, because this is a string type question, and in the coding test you will get at least one string type question. So let's focus on the string type question. So today we'll discuss about the count the number of consistent string. So first of all we have to know what is consistent string. Okay, so let's see the question. So you are given a string allowed consisting of distinct characters. You are given a string allowed. So here you can see in the input you are given a string allowed consisting of distinct characters. So distinct character means unique character. So in the string allowed you can see all the characters in the string are distinct, that means unique characters. So no repeating characters will be there in the string allowed. Okay, so you are also given a array of strings. So now the main thing is that consistent. So a string is consistent if all characters in the string appears in the string allowed. That means you are given a string allowed and it contains only unique characters. Okay, so you have to find the word inside this words array, okay, which contains this A and V. Okay, so here you can see the first string, the first word contains A and D, so this will not be counted, that is this is not consistent string. So next is V and D. So B and D is not present here. So here you can see A and V, that is 3 small a and then a V. But here you can see this is A and V, but this string contains only A and V. Okay, so if the string contains only this character, only this A and V, so here you can see there is no other character except A and B. So if it contains only these characters, that is A and B, then it will be counted. So this is a consistent string and this will be counted. Okay, so now see here VAA. So VAA contains this A and V. So here only A and B are present and no other characters are present. So this string also be counted. Now our next string is BADAV. So here you can see B and A are present. Okay, so in our allowed string there was A and V. So here also A and B are present, but there is extra character, that is D is also present. So this will not be counted and this is not consistent string. Okay, so here is only two consistent string, that is this one and this one. So our output will be 2. Okay, so you have to return the number of consistent string in the array words. So from this array words you have to return the consistent strings, and here the consistent string is 2, so we will return 2. Okay, there is also solution hint and you should try to solve it by your own. A string is incorrect if it contains a character that is not allowed. So if a string contains a character that is not allowed, then that string will be incorrect. Okay, and that will be not counted. Okay, so now how we will solve this? Here in this problem only the small letters are present, no capital letters are present. Okay, only the small letters are present. So for that what we can do, we can make an array of length 26, and inside that array what we will store, we will iterate this allowed string and every character position will be stored into the array, into that array. That is, we will not store the position. If this A is present, then the position 0 will be true. If V is present, then the position B will be true inside the array. Okay, so our first task will be to create an array and iterate this string. So our first task is create an array of length 26 and check if character in allowed is present, and check if character in allowed is present, then make it true. Okay, that is make that position true. Okay, and our next task is we'll iterate through this array, that is array of strings, and we'll extract every string and we'll check every character, and inside the every character we'll check if that character's position is true or false inside the array which we have created. If this is true, then we'll count it. Okay, so let's do the code and you will better understand it. So first write the basic format of the C++, that is as include with standard C++.h. So why we have write here with/standard C++.h? Because we don't want to include each and every header file. So for that we are writing here bit/standard C++.h, and this contains all the header files. Okay, so we don't have to write each and every header file separately. So next write the using namespace standard, and first write the main function, that is int main, and inside this main function what we'll write, we'll write string, that is here you can see allowed string and a word string. Okay, so there will be string s, suppose the name of the string is s and this is allowed string. Okay, and it contains ab. Okay, so this is allowed string. So next we'll write a string. No, we will not write a string. So this is not a string, this is an array of string. So how will I write this? So for that we can use a vector. Okay, so inside a vector we can store each and every word. Okay, so if you want to know more about the vector in C++, then please see my vector videos which I have made, and in that video I have explained the vector in a very simple way, and you will get a minimum idea how to use the vectors. Okay, so the link of that video will be in the description below. Okay, so let's create a vector, and inside that vector we'll store this. Okay, so how to create a vector? So for that write here vector. So first write here vector and then the data type. So what data types will be? So these are the strings, so the data type will be string. So for that write here string. So this is the data type of the vector. So the vector will store the string type data. Okay, so next the name of the vector. So what is the name of the vector? Suppose the name of the vector is what, that is w. Okay, suppose this is the name of the vector. Okay, so it's done, and now we want to store these values, that is store all of these values inside the vector. So for that let's copy it from here, write here a curly braces, and inside this paste it here. Okay, so remove this. Okay, so now the vector w contains these strings. Okay, so now our next task is to create a function where we'll do all the operations. So suppose the name of the function is count string. Okay, so inside this write this s and w, because we want to first these two. So s and w. Okay, so it's done. So now let's write the function again, and its return type will be integer. Why? Because it's return an integer value. Okay, so for that write here int and then the name of the function, that is count string. So inside this what will write? So we have what s first. Okay, so for that write here string s. Okay, next what do we have first? Next we have first a vector. So for that write here the vector, that is vector, and then its data type, then write here ampersand and then the name of the vector, that is w. Okay, now inside this first we want to count how many strings, that is how many words are present inside this vector. Write here int count, and it will count the size of the vector. So for that, write your name of the vector w and then size. Okay, and this count will contains the size of the vector, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So this will contain 5. Okay, now we'll write an array and its data type will be boolean, because we want to store true or false inside this array. Suppose the name of the array is a. Okay, so inside this, write the size of the array is 26. Why the size of the array is 26? Because there are 26 characters and all are the small characters. Okay, so for that we have written 26 and let's initialize it with false. So all of this position of this array will be false. So now we'll write a for each loop. So what is for each loop? So suppose you have this arrays. So in the for each loop, it will extract every string from this array and it will execute it. Okay, so how can you write this for each loop? So first of all, write the data type. So suppose character and then C, and then from where you want to extract the data. So we want to extract the data from S. Okay, that is from this string S. Okay, so from this string S, first A will be extract to this S and A will be passed to this C. Okay, so we'll do the operation with the C. Next, after doing the operation, B will be passed to this S and S will pass this B to this C and we'll do the operation with B. Okay, so in this way we can use this for each loop. And this is character because in this string we are extracting every character. Okay, so for that we have write a character. Okay, so after extracting every character from this string, we are going to make its position is true or false. Okay, so for that, inside this for loop, let's write the name of the array and then C minus A. So why C minus A? So C contains a character, so it contains this A. Okay, so A minus A will be 0, so A of 0. So in the array of 0 position, will make this position true. Okay, so similarly, next B will come to this S and B will pass to this C and B minus A will be 1. So A of 1 will be true. Okay, so in this way this for loop will execute. So similarly we'll write this for each loop for the vector W. Okay, so for that, and then we want to extract every string. So write your string and then the name of the string is suppose str. Okay, then write your colon and from where you want to extract. So from W we want to extract. Okay, so write a W. Okay, so inside this for each loop write another for each loop. Suppose for character C colon str. See here friends, from this vector we are extracting every string, this string, this string and this string, and this string will come to this str. Okay, so when it will come to this str, it will go inside of this for each loop, and here in this str this string will be there, that is AD will be there, and from this string using this for each loop we are extracting every character. So for that we have write here character C. So from this AD, so A will come to this C and next D will come to this C. So in this way this whole for each loop will work. Okay, so for every character the string will check if array of C minus character A is equals to false. If this is false, that is if this character, if this A or D is not present inside this string, then we will make it false. Okay, so then we will decrease the count value, that is that string will not be counted. So let's decrease the count value, so count minus minus, and when we are decreasing this count value then we will go to the next string. So for that we will go outside of this for each loop. So how can you go outside of this for each loop? So just writing a break. So if you are writing a break, that means you are not executing anything after this. Okay, so you will go outside of this for each loop. Okay, so next we will check this string and every character of this string. So similarly we'll check the next string and the next and the next. Okay, so after that finally we'll go outside of this for each loop and return the count value. So why will return the count value? Our initial count value was the size of the array. So our initial count value was 5, and any character is not present inside this allowed, that will not be counted and the count value will be decreased. So here you can see D is not present inside this, so this will not be counted, that is count will be decreased. So our count is 5 and the count will be decreased to 4. And next B is present, D is not present, so count will decrease and count will be 3. Next AB is present, okay, count will not be decreased, count is 3 now. So BA is present, so count will not be decreased, count will be 3 now. Here you can see BA is present but D is not present, so count will be decreased to 3 to 2. Okay, so our final count value will be 2 and it will return 2 from here and it will come to the main function. Okay, we'll print it. So write here cout and print it from here. Okay, so it's done. So let's run it. So it gives 5, but this is not the expected output. Okay, so let's see what is the mistake. Okay, after this if condition we have not give any curly braces. Okay, so for that give your curly braces, and here also after this break. Okay, so it's done. Let's run it again. So our output is 2 and this is the perfect output and this is our expected output. Okay, so here you can see our output was 2. Okay, so in this way you can check it by giving another inputs and the test cases. Okay, so see here friends, exactly this question may not come to your exam, but these types of question maybe come to your exam, and using this concept you can solve the another coding problems. Okay, so for that reason I'm trying to make more videos on strings, and hope you understand this and enjoyed this video. And if you find this video helpful, then please like the video and share it with your friends and in the WhatsApp group also. And if you have any question or queries regarding this problem, then please comment below. And if you have not subscribed the channel yet, then please subscribe it now, because it will be helpful for you. Okay friends, so thank you for watching this video. See you in the next video. Till then, take care.